All right, Sweet Home Alabama. You know the drill, fam. We got to have a little bit of sound. So what we're gonna get into right fast is basically how the damn world works. Okay, and I'm gonna present this to you from a criminal mindset. We're gonna go over a 1% here in a minute. I'm gonna represent myself as a 1%. I'm gonna tell you how this shit works. I done an analysis some time ago and done a presentation on this, and this is the wealth distribution in Alabama, an analysis of class and income levels. But if you look right there, it has this information. So your upper class is $150,000 and above. So I ask you, in this day and time, what in the hell is $150,000? You've got people that will eat through that shit through legal bills, medical bills, anything they deem fit if they don't like you or like what you got to say. And you also need to understand it. Most of mine are Brenda's voter base. I made a comment about a week or so ago that I felt our voter base was around 60%, and it could be more. It's actually more than that. Our voter base is actually around a 50. There's 72. It'd be 88. So actually, our voter base is around 90% of damn Alabama. That's right, Dems and Repubs, y'all can fight over them other 10%. we'll take the 90. And here's what you need to understand, people. And here's what we're going to work off of. This is a ladder, okay? And this is basically how things work. So up here we have the 1%, which I'll be representing. You have the 2%. Your 2% is going to be like a PMCs. If you don't know what a PMC is a private military company. 3% is going to be your new modern day millionaires. And if you go look around and do enough research, you'll find out that most of the young brokers on Wall Street stuff right now are having an absolute damn fit because they become millionaires, but now they're the damn new middle class. Welcome to the gang, folks. Then we get down to the rest, basically the 90% there. Your $150,000 and above is considered your upper class. And you got to look at the gap up from $150,000 to $1 million. Are there people in Alabama making $150 a year? Yeah, there are. But I mean, like I said, man, what's $150 grand this day and time? It's not shit. Okay, me as a 1%, I don't like you. I don't like what you got to say. I'll make you exhaust every damn penny you got until I financially bankrupt your ass. And I'm gonna tell you something. You can go after somebody financially, and it's illegal. There's nothing that anybody can do about you about ruining somebody, financially ruining somebody. Okay, there's nothing can be done about that. And then you get down here into these lower classes, stuff like that. Now, you need to ask yourself, where do you fall at in that range category? And here I'll give you some things right fast. So our poverty level is below 15,000. That's 16%. Our working class, 15 to 20, 29.9, might as well say 30. That's a 20%. Lower middle class, 30 to 50, 22%. Middle class is 50 to 100. That's 30%. Your upper middle class is 100 to 149, 8%. And your upper class, the 150 above, is your 4%. And that's not shit in today's time. I mean, shit, we're about to start having trillionaires and stuff. So, I'm going to say that most people in the state of Alabama, and you really need to pay attention if you're law enforcement, medical, firefighter, anything else, I think that you would fall in the without doing any kind of looking and everything, I'd say that you probably fall in the middle class to the lower middle class right now, per this, but you're actually in the poverty level, to be honest with you and everything. You need to understand you're the first damn level of pawns after the poverty level. After your poverty and working class, basically your lower middle classes have been used and abused, and hell, they can't work no more. You got to take into population control and all this other stuff that this down 1% plays and shit. Yeah. Thank you for your cheap ass slave labor that I got out of you, but I don't need you anymore, so get on, peasant. Like I said, bringing this to you from a criminal mindset. Now, me up here is the 1%. Guess what? Me and 13 families basically own most of the world's resources, okay? And we're not going to share that shit with anybody, okay? Nobody. We're going to continue to use you for your free cheap ass labor and shit and just discard you like you damn garbage. That's our mindset. We don't give a shit about you. We really don't. None whatsoever. You're nothing but damn cheap ass labor to us, and you are beneath us. So now let's get back up here to the damn, like I said, 1% 13 families, 2% PMCs. PMCs are a whole different breed of shit, okay? This is like the best of the best, okay? You're talking about a 5-man squad that'll wipe out a 100-man damn platoon. No questions asked. These are the damn people that the 1% calls and says, hey, I got a stack, and I need this done. And guess what? They go do it. They don't give a shit about your rules, your laws, any of your other shit. They got stacks enough to get their ass out of it. They don't care. They do not care. Money presents itself. There's a job, an objective, and they carry out the objective. Okay? With that being said, pay attention, law enforcement and everybody else. Military, you probably need to pay attention too, because military, I think you probably fall in the, depending on where you are, I'd say you probably fall into the lower middle class as well. So, now, so 4 rungs up before we get to the 3%, which are the new middle class millionaires and stuff. Now, as I start to wipe you off the ladder, the rungs on the ladder represent you. As I start to wipe you out, I have to move up to a new bracket and wipe out. A new bracket and wipe out. So let me be clear to most of you law enforcement people and military as well. When I done that skit on everybody having a damn seat at the White Devil's dinner table, you really need to take this shit into consideration. Because at the end of the day, y'all are nothing to us up here on the top, the 1%. We don't give a shit about you. You're doing what we want you to do, which is our bidding. You are the first level and layer to go. Let me explain something to you. Why the fuck I need you around if I've got this right here? The PMCs. I don't need you. I do not need your protection. So at some point, military will wipe out law enforcement. And then at some point, the PMCs will wipe the damn military out. Because, plain and simple, like I said, I got the best of the best. My money keeps the best of the best on retainer. I don't need you, local piddly ass damn law enforcement. I don't need the damn military. I've got my own private military. So when I tell you that you don't mean shit to us as the 1%, I mean that wholeheartedly. You're trash to us. We don't give a shit about you. We don't give a shit about your feelings, your rights, your kids. We don't give a shit about anything except continuing to make our pockets fat. And like I said, there's not shit you're going to do about it because I got some of the best PMCs in the world to do whatever in the hell I want them to do. Hopefully, Alabama and world, if you're seeing this, hopefully this resonates. You really need to think about this shit. You really want to make yourself sick? Take $1 million. Take what you make annually and divide it by that. That's going to tell you how many years you're going to have to work to be a millionaire. And you're also going to have to add about 5 years to that because of inflation and everything else. Hopefully this is helpful. Keep that head up, fam. God loves you. Jesus loves you. I love you. We love you, Alabama.